Dave King will step down as chairman of Rangers in the new year after 4.5 years at the helm, leaving questions over how the club will be funded in the future. At Rangers AGM, the club's biggest shareholder revealed issues with his own attempts to invest in it, blaming South African authorities, while announcing there was no longer a need to continue with what he described as an ad hoc funding approach. Describing his time as chairman as the biggest privilege of his professional life, he also insisted the club was the best financially and operationally that it's been since he first became involved 20 years ago. The South Africa-based businessman, who was one of the leading figures in taking control of Rangers from Sport Direct's Mike Ashley in 2015, announced there would be a new round of funding through another share issue, after which he will step down from the board. The Rangers International Football Club plc was predicted to require £10 million by way of debt or equity funding by the end of this season, while announcing an annual loss of £11.3 million. The 64-year-old entrepreneur pointed out that, in the last 3 years alone, they have invested more than £30 million in the playing squad, and that was by far the largest contributor to the club's losses. I would not step down if the club continued to need my services and support. But it doesn't, Mr. King assured shareholders. He will continue to support the club as a shareholder. Speaking to Rangers TV, Mr. King added, "It's the best financially and operationally that it's been since I first got involved 20 years ago. I think we're in a really good place right now. Despite the personal trials and tribulations, I want to state that being the chairman of Rangers has been, by far, the greatest privilege of my business life, and I will continue to use my shareholding influence to support the club and its board. I have stated in public many times before, being chairman of Rangers is not an experience I have been able to enjoy. It always remained a duty. I now look forward to paying more attention to my South African and international businesses, and to finally having the time to work with my children in the manner I had intended before my duty to Rangers put that plan on the back burner." In the latest accounts, which include reports by Mr. King and the club's auditors, the Castle-Milkborn Rangers fans-led investments company was quoted as providing loan facilities to meet a predicted shortfall in funding for this financial year and further amounts that may be required. It agreed to provide a £5 million facility to October 2021. Mr. King's report also admits that uncertainty over the level of additional funds that will be required and a lack of a binding debt facility indicate that a material uncertainty exists, which may cast doubt over the. For more on this story, visit the news article link.